Hi YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back with another pickup video, and as always I've got a nice mix of various games, consoles, accessories and so forth. So without any further delay, let's look at some of the goodies. In terms of accessories, I've just got a few goodies from the car boot. I got an official Sony PS1 transparent blue controller, that was £2 from the car boot. And from the same lady, she on the car boot, she had a pile on the floor, various pieces of junk really, but she also had three, just almost thrown on the floor, it looked like almost, a bag of wires and controllers and power packs, but also like 3 game cubes, so also 2 purple ones and one, or purple indigo ones, and 1 silver one. And I sort of looked at the 3 game cubes, and only one of them was in good complete condition, so there was a little bit of damage done to the other 2. So I asked a lady how much she wanted for the game cubes, and she said £5. And I noticed that her bag actually had a GameCube box as well, and I said, well, could I have a box with it as well please? And she sort of said, well, a lot of people have been asking about that, but okay then, as you've bought, you bought the controller. And I also bought a third-party indigo purple GameCube controller as well for £2. So, and I said, well, is it alright if I go for a bag and sort out the power leads for it as well? So I was able to identify power leads, and she said, okay, that's fine. So, all in all, I managed to get a complete indigo GameCube with. There's also instructions in this box. The box is in reasonably good condition. And a third-party controller, all the power leads and AV lead and everything, probably Nintendo ones, for £7 in total that was. So I thought that was quite a good deal. I haven't got an indigo GameCube, I now have, so it's nice to have one for a collection. I do have a black one, so I haven't got a silver one. Was an evil one, I believe, and a few other special ones like the Metroid one and stuff and everything. So it's nice to have that, just an ordinary indigo one. Also, the same lady in a bag, she had this Dreamcast VMU, which she only wanted £1 for, so I was happy to take that. A nice box to complete VMU. And what else have I got? Well, from one of the charity shop, well, not charity shops, cash converters, I managed to pick up a sort of a proper Game Boy Color bag. That was 50p, a little Pikachu one. Washed it up, washed it in the washing machine. It came out really nice. And in another cash converters for £5, I got this this teal original Game Boy Color with the battery cover. It's all good, working order. From another charity shop, I got a copy of Konami's Nemesis on the Game Boy for £1.50. So that was £5. This was £1.50, and this is 50p. So again, about £7. I've got that little bundle. So it's not bad at all, is it really? Okay. Nothing special. Just one from one of the charity shops. A silicon jacket for licensed one for the Move. That was only about £1. From eBay for £5, I got this Mega Drive game, Last Battle. This is part of Fist of the North Star series. I think there was like an older game as well, and one on the Master System, I think there may have been. And there's also a newer version of Fist of the North Star called Ken's Rage or something, I think, on the PS3, which I do have. So it's a bit of a battling type scroller. It's nothing too special. It's okay. But for £5, I was happy to have that all box complete. Yesterday, oh excuse me, I've got a bit of a bad cold. You might see it from the T-shirt. If you can see that, yep, it's Super Mario Maker. This T-shirt came with all pre-orders from the Nintendo store in the UK. So I pre-ordered a Super Mario Maker. Nothing to be said about this, you all know about this from all the reviews and all the other unboxings and so forth, but I got that for retail price, £50, and a free t-shirt. This is supposed to be extra large, this t-shirt, but it's a little bit tight on me. So either I've put on a lot of weight recently, or Nintendo's extra large sizes are rather small. They're more like a large. So I think the next time I have to go to double XL or something. But there's a warning for anyone buying t-shirts from Nintendo stores. Their size is a bit small, really, compared to what's available elsewhere. So anyway, never mind. I digress a little bit. What else have I got? Let's turn to a Wii. I've got the Hudsons Game, Sports Island 2. I think that was about £1 or something from one of the cash converters. This was a £1 again in the charity shop, Boogie. It's actually missing the game, but it's got the Wii white remote and they're all boxed. And the game itself I can pick up for £1 or £2, so for about £3 I'll be able to complete that. And it'd be nice to have a boxed Wii game, a boxed Wii mic game I should say. So there you go, nothing special, but again I'm a sucker for Nintendo devices that have like accessories and stuff. I'm really a bit of a sucker for those. What else? I've got a few DS games, nothing special. A lot of these were, let's see, some of these were really cheap. Disney Spectrobes, I think that was about £1.50, or Box and Complete. This game is really good. This game does. It's an unusual type shooter. It's called Bengio Spirits. Again, this wasn't much. I got this from CX for about £2.50. Check out the reviews on that. If you like your it's not a typical mech game. It's a bit of a different type of shooter type mech game. It is. It's a bit different, that one. This was also in CEX. This one's called Game Hits, and basically it involves sort of modern ports or modern interpretations of some several classic retro games. So it's a different version of Pac-Man, different version of Tetris, and I think it's like a Galaga type game and all sorts of things. So I thought that's not too bad. It's a bit different than that, and it was only about £2.50. So yeah, I said I'll give that a go. Actually, it's a bit different. Okay, these games I'm glad to get. Wasn't a lot of money. I think it was about £5. Thundercats, and I don't think it was a lot more. I think it's about £5 or £6. Mario Slam Basketball. I think this is called Mario Hoops in the States. Again, you know, another game must have for the Mario collection. Okay. I've got quite a bundle of PSP games I've been getting. I've got about, I don't know how many PSP games in total I've got to add them all up, but there's quite a few. I think I've got quite a few hundred PSP games, which I'm going to do a collection video on at some point quite soon. But there's about 47 or 46 PSP games I've got on my want list. So I thought, well, there's not much interest in the PSP. I might as well try to pick them up, really. So pick most of them up as cheap as possible. Some are a bit pricey, some aren't. So it's a bit hit and miss, really. I mean, a lot of these games I was able to pick up, including shipping from eBay of all places, funny enough. And some of them weren't a lot of money. I mean, this one's about £4 for box complete, which is okay. So that's SOCOM Tactical Strike. This was about £4 again, all delivered. Capcom Puzzle World. And I tend to collect any Capcom games. Now this one I got for a tenner complete, which isn't a bad actually. It's Phantasy Star Portable. There is another one, Phantasy Star Portable 2, which I've got to get as well, which goes for a bit more money. So some PSP games aren't cheap, but it's all relative at the end of the day. They're all still cheaper than the original retail price. They're not done stupid money like a lot of classic games, like like some of the NES ones and N64 and SNESs. I mean, they're not that sort of ballpark. So there's some bargains to get, and even the really expensive games aren't super expensive, really. This Puyo Pop Fever, I got that for about £2.50 including shipping. So again, not a huge amount of money, all complete. Alright, I've got these next three games I've got in a lot of 4 games for £20, and the Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, and Blaze Blue Continuum Shift 2, and Guilty Gear Double X Accent Core Plus. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And Guilty Gear Judgment as well. So to get all the Guilty Gear games and the Blaze Blue games on a PSP in one go is not bad, sweet. And for 20 quid, that's not a bad price really. On average, £5 each. It's not too bad. This game was literally only £1, believe it or not, including shipping. I don't know how they can do that, but they did. And it's World War II Battle Over the Pacific, all complete. You know, when you buy games that cheap, you expect there to be something wrong with them. You know, is it just for disc or it's missing the manual? But a lot of these games I've been really lucky with. It's a shop, an online shop from eBay called eStocks, and I've been saying a lot of games really cheap, and I was thinking, what am I getting? So I took a punt on them and took a chance, and actually all the games so far, touch wood, have been in good condition, all complete, so I'm really surprised. Another game here which I've got, it usually goes for a lot more money than what I've paid. I paid about £9 for it. No, about £8 actually to a life for this, and it usually goes for about 2 or 3 times that, and it's the original Diabolic Sin. Now this game, it comes out just about all the platforms really, like the Wii and the DS and maybe even PS2, I can't remember now. They're all quite cheap on those other platforms, but on the PSP it's very uncommon, and so it keeps its money big time, this game. I don't think it's a particularly great game, but it's definitely uncommon, especially on the PSP. Okay, at the car boot I just picked up a PS4 game. It wasn't super cheap, but it was about £10. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that was necessarily a great deal, but it's okay. Okay, got some PS3 games. Picked this one up this morning from Sainsbury's Supermarket, all places, £3. Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare. It is an online type game, more than anything else really. I think it's online. Yeah. It is multiplayer type thing, so I probably won't get to play it much really. Okay, alright, Kingdom Hearts games. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix and Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix. These are like the HD upscale, you know, redone versions of original Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the PS2. So they've been upscaled. They've got all the extra DLC bits and all the extra bits that been, you know, that came out for the games. So it's, you know, it's the best versions of the games to get. These are. And I got those from CEX for about, I think it's for both games, it was about £35 for 2 games combined, which sounds like a lot of money for PS3 titles, but for these ones it's okay in the UK, because they do keep your money a lot, these two particular games. And to be honest, a lot of these didn't cost me anything in the end, because I had quite a lot of credit with CEX at the moment. I've been going through my DVD collections. I say collections. I had years ago, before I started, you know, I set my game room. So probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I was a big DVD collector. I must have had probably about I don't know, maybe about probably about maybe about 2,500 to 3,000 DVDs, believe it or not. And when I did the game room, I got rid of a third of them straight away. I just got rid of them, took them down to CX or whatever else, and got some money for them, which is okay. And more recently, I did the same with the other 1/3. So now I've only got, you know, I think I've probably got about under 1,000, probably about, yeah, less than that, probably about 700 or 800 DVDs. But I have got rid of 2/3 of them really. And I'm just going through them, being quite ruthless. You know, if I'm not going to watch it again, realistically, then I'm not going to bother. So I'm just I've been quite ruthless. So it's giving me a fair bit of credit with CEX. So a lot of things I'm going to show you, even though they would have been a lot of money, I've got them quite cheap because I had credit. So I got this from a car boot for £4, which again isn't bad for this title, Iron Man 2. You might think, well, it's only Iron Man 2. It's not a particularly good game. It isn't. But it's not one of the most common games you see around on the PS3 actually. It's and it keeps its money. It does keep its money, so yeah, I'm happy to have that for a PS3 collection. The Slide Trilogy, I got this for, I think this was about £8 or £9 from CEX. Again, I really wanted this for my collection, my PS3 collection. This game, it did cost a lot of money actually. It's been out for about a year, and it still keeps its money. It hasn't gone down since from a retail price really, even though it's been out for a year. Even used copies, you're still looking at about £35. It's a Japanese RPG. It's a Fairy Fencer F, and it's got very good reviews. And what attracted me to it more than anything else, it sort of kind of reminded me a bit of like some of the Final Fantasy games and Xenoblade perhaps. So I thought, yeah, I think I'll invest in this. So it cost me about £30. It did, but like I said, I had a lot of store credit, so it didn't cost that much in the end really. But after all the store credit I built up. Okay, I've been using some of the store credit to increase my Vita collection as well. Just picking them up as I see them. You don't see too many PS Vita games around. The store Game don't seem to have many Vita games in, and the place I tend to see them more than anywhere else, apart from being online, is the CX really. So I've been picking up a few games as I see them for a fair price. Injustice, I think I got that for about a tenner. Metal Gear Solid, I think that was about £14. Again, using a lot of store credit for these. Natural Doctrine, I think that was a bit more, I think that was about £17. YS Memories of Silesia, I think that was about £18 this was. This was a tenner, I mean I've been wanting it for a while, I haven't seen it for a while, and that's Gravity Rush. I think this is a game that may have missed a lot of people's radar. It's actually very, very good. Just watch the gameplay footage on YouTube and you'll see what I mean. It's definitely a underrated game. So if you've got a Vita, I think you need to get this game definitely. And this, funny enough, I was able to get this all boxed and sealed from Amazon for about £6, and that's Spy Hunter. I've got the Spy Hunter games on the PS2, so I thought, yeah, I'll go for that. Okay. Last but not least, PS2 games. And I've got some gems here actually, believe it or not. Oh, excuse me. Dying. Alright. Arguably I've got some fillers here, and some are a bit of a guilty pleasure, and this is one of them. I got it for a £5, which actually is not too bad for this particular game. I'm surprised it, you would expect this game to be about £1, but it's not. It actually keeps its money. It's a kids game, but it's guilty pleasure. It's Paddington Bear. I just love Paddington from when I was a kid, so obviously I won't be playing this. But being a PS2 collector, I just had to have it. It's a guilty pleasure. I'm sorry. My street cred's gone down, gone into the negative numbers now. Okay, for my Formula 1 collection, again it's nothing special, but I got this for about 50p from the car boot. Formula 1 2003. Again, that's always all my games are boxed and complete. This was about £1 as well. SmackDown versus Raw. You can't go wrong with a lot of SmackDown games. Okay, this game is it's an RPG game designed for kids, believe it or not, and I never heard of it before. Reviews are mixed. I've got it for about a £5. Yeah, it's got a character. It looks a bit like some sort of Lilo and Stitch, a bit of a Stitch character from Disney. It's called Falling Stars. It's an uncommon game. No, it's not. I said it's not worth a huge amount of money, but it's unusual. And I mean, anything that's a bit different on the PS2, I tend to pick up. Okay, Ford Street Racing. One of the mill racing type game. That was about £1. Actually, what it was, E-Stocks were doing buy one get one free. and so I got this for $1.99. I got another PS2 game for free, which was this one. So that so they worked out £1 each. So I've got the X-Men, the official game. Yeah, I don't expect too much from it. It's an Activision game. It might be okay, but for those two, for £2 delivered, that's not too bad. Okay, I've got some more interesting games coming up now. Well, in a bit, at the end. First of all, Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder. This is about £1 for my car boot. Another snowboarding game that's got good reviews. I'll show you one, Spy Hunter. This is another one, Spy Hunter 2. There's actually 3 Spy Hunter games on the PS2. But I've got all of them now. Okay, these last 3 are a bit more interesting titles. I got this one for about £6 off eBay. It's Guilty Gear X. I think there's about 3 or 4 Guilty Gear games available in the UK on the PS2, so I've got 2 of them now. So make my way through a collection. Okay, alright, last 3 games. These last 3 games I used my store credit at CEX to get, and if I had paid cash for these, it would have been about £65, these 3 games. Yeah, 3 PS2 games for £65, so you would have thinking, well, what did I get for that? Well, there's a clue in the background. Yeah, I was pleased to get these. These are all in very good condition, all boxed and complete. The prices for these in CX were actually quite good. If I bought these on Amazon, it probably would have cost me about another £25 on top of that £65. Probably about, I said, 80 to 90 quid if I bought them off Amazon. But anyway, I got Star Ocean Till the End of Time. It's got both discs and obviously a manual. Again, this includes a bonus CD soundtrack, Disgaea 2. So I've got all the 2 Disgaea games on the PS2, and I've been wanting this for a while. It's usually been way too expensive, but I've got it for a good price and used my store credit. So it was Persona 3 Fez, all complete, and this does look like one of the better Persona games. So yeah. There are a few, I think there's just Persona 3 on its own which I've got to get, and I can't remember if there's 1 or 2 other Persona games I've got on the PS2. I've already got a few already. So yeah, they're nice to get. I did have one of the Dot Hack games as well in CX, but unfortunately it was missing the manual, so I left that. But when you got a store credit, it sort of justifies paying out a bit more for the expensive PS2 games, really. So I'm quite pleased to pay that. But then again, if you put things into relative, if you look at what you pay for a brand new game, sometimes paying £30 on a PS2 game, if it's really a good title, it's not a bad deal. I mean, obviously, if you can get it for much less than that, it's a better deal. But compared to how much these games were when they first came out, and how much PS4 games are now when they launched, it's it's relative. It's not too bad sometimes. So anyway, I'm glad to have those for a collection, and so. That's it, guys. That's all my stuff for my pickup this time. So until my next video, guys, take care. Bye-bye. And by all means, please comment and subscribe. I always, appreciate that. Take care. Bye.